Old fluffing the tails of red and that Taurus is a tiny squirrel. Rat. Nothing. Over the countless generations, dragon toads downline are adapted to air climates, taking traits of not of the cousin of the north, such as the trick member hydrate, up to water or extra fins. Oh, it moves around a lot. Jesus Christ, all over the place. Did not dream of towering herself in a sea of eternal embrace. Until that she laid her eyes on noble egg at night. Oh, it came to me. Right. Which is a poor chance discovery by your mad Voyager, has been turned out to be a pet project of Automata to kill the time while piloting a long journey to the north. Oh, I got Nimi. Before you realized the tapir were in fact to consume your dreams of their own, several hundred were sold nobles seeking a better night and sleep. Surprisingly, they were from Bar even. A naming nightmare. Bear's origin is traced like the old Chris Namako, who on the 8th name day asked her father for a bear. Despite the realm-wide search, no bears were found, so the goldsmith guide was commissioned to craft one from the drawing of Agent. In essence, newborn unicorns are kept from this garden church to create a holy water used in the search for sacred rites. A process that involves the creature dipping their horns in spring water while a sanctified priest blesses it. After long chasing them as raptors, especially trained Valkyrie wander the skies in search of arriving in a daydream where she has since awaited the arrival of one of the worthy to lead her once more into the field of pursuit new quarry. Third. We would guide resilience on 4 bullocks to create a cushion life. Okay, I'm trying to... The ultimate form of the destructive magic hierarchy was once nothing but an embodiment of ruination. Yet, over the terror which had shifted irrelevance by the process of unlike the prayer fueled the creation of the primal worships quickly. I got this from beating God Kefka's Savage Mine. For the amount of obedience equipment one got of the outlet shape were employed to battle, however, being from the Sigma shape, who employed it from anyone's guess. The shark maw was supposed to suggest an underwater civilization. Many brave hunters who had attempted to topple the flaming beast from a fire thrown atop the forest, yet knew who King Conquest as King of the Skies. A fine work. More of a dragon and showing Mr. Clemens for one. Of course, you are more than welcome to. Thank you to Ellen for your share for those products of hard work. The dragon friends, I like to wish they are quite the treat. I've gathered a few ingredients on my own, and together you have brought me the sandwich using Kaiser rolls. It is myself, and dragons might not be able to feel the pulsing at first, but I'm sure that the test of their likings, you have the best gift to them. Are you alright? Yes, alright, thank you. Anyway, I must be off. I would hate for the bread of stale to meet the dry farewell. know. And however, the Haldor has different sorts of favor to ask. First of efforts have crafting is now available for L2. Upon its completion, the custom will be listed for the L2 hat will be updated. And very good to have you. Your efforts are much appreciated. While my dragon has shown interest in crafting, I assure you my desire to learn the remains of keen as ever. I suppose I count myself fortunate that I have a friend such as you to help me along when the road to mastery seems inimitable. Thumbs up, baby. The coloring masterwork is ready to be shared with my kin. Thanks to the guidance of capable teachers, I have cooked up something that will have even the more stubborn among them clamoring for more. Doubtless that ever now they're eagerly await my arrival, with their whispers to what I might bring, filling the churn and mist of expectation. I best leave at once. There are few things more unpleasant than hungry dragons. Safe travels. So dizzy wings. No, I must be moving forward before the food cools with it. The steam of my kin. Is something the matter? Not at all. In fact, probably effervescent. Now wait here and I'll be back before you. He does not look okay. Shouldn't be taking this long. Yeah, but it too was acting rather strangely before she departed. Perhaps we have to ask Master Rabbit for counsel. He seems to have a solution for every problem. I hope nothing untoward happened to him. I'll stay here, keep watch for L2. I pray that Master Rabbit can get to the bottom of this. What brings it here? You mentioned it, I have seen it too since it left with her delivery. You're surprised she hasn't returned it? I meant to give her a hammer, but I made a little reward for her efforts. Considering how hard she has been working, I wonder if you'd be surprised if she has gone to a leisure stroll or a fly. I suppose they felt. Anyway, she's a dragon, but a small one. As we might, we would be foolish to think we would understand anything of fashion of what goes on in their heads. I'm sure she'll return in no time. So if you must go looking for her, take the hammer. I no doubt her eagerness to learn how to use it will send her back as fast as her little wings can carry. She often goes on lengths about her dragon friends at the place called Zenith, somewhere in the churning mist. If that rings a bell to you, I reckon it might be a good place to start her. Oh, is that who I think it is? The very hero who triumphed over Nidhogg and brought peace to Prakaind? For all the stones it has told of you, I expected a bit more grandeur. I suppose appearance comes second when you spend a day working with your claws, hands. But nevertheless, I might thank you for taking the time to pass on their fine arts to my friend. We do so enjoy seeing what you do. Have you seen it? You're looking for her? She's visiting her friends not far from here. Question with that, what is it? Cooking of hers? This delectable stuff that I think there was more to food than scorching and chomping. consider the distance you've traveled? I'm terribly sorry to say that she specifically requested not to let anyone from the surface see her until she was ready. She was quite insistent, in fact. So, I'm sure you will be delighted to receive a deadly-looking trinket of yours. Would you call it a hammer? It looks far too heavy for me to wield myself. I should be able to carry it without dropping it. This unless I choose to drop it. Those Mughals need to some long of the competence. I shall let her know you've arrived, but let me warn you that there may be some time until she is willing to show herself. There you go. Which one to us? You one. Are all of them so complex as this one? It shall be safe in my keeping, I assure you. I wouldn't have the slightest idea how to use it if I wanted. Now wait here and I shall return. When, however, I cannot say. There you are. I see a young Hudson got into its head to come searching for Iltway. There wasn't anything I could do to save him. But as my distracting was, somehow he managed to book us a trip to the Sea of Clouds. If I wonder we caught up to you, all things considered. Just how long have you been here? Where is she? Sir Kaiser? What? Why wouldn't she want to see us? That doesn't make any sense. Amy, where are you? Oh shit, you're awake to something bigger than a dragon net. With all that shouting. That scarf, that hat, wait, is that you? I knew you wouldn't recognize me still. An explanation might be in order. You see, Dragon Grow is dedicated by force of both internal and external. Something that can be quite dramatic, as you can plainly see. To be told, I have been feeling out of sorts lately, and now that I see that discomfort was merely new me trying to take breath, and now here, she's a dragon reborn. I'm so glad that you're alright, more than alright, by the looks of things. And new tool is wonderful, as if Master Ride knew I was on the brink of incredible change. I had received this hammer but a day earlier, I would have held it clumsily with my tiny claws. Now, however, I feel the extension of my very body. My mind is brimming with all the possibilities that I might craft next. The growth is unlike naught I have seen before. Such as the past translation have already made you a topic of much discussion among dragonkind. And imagine now a small amount of jealousy. What did I tell you? There's no need about fretting and fussing. It's not your concern, but who knows if you would have ever set foot on. I apologize for causing an undying worry. I pray you understand how embarrassing it would have been if I was telling before I was ready. And now that you're the first to behold my dragon, not warped by the conflict of strife, but nourishing peace. Well, not first, surely, but only the first in quite some time. When man and dragon lived in harmony, maturing mind may have been more common. It's like there's been something at L2. If we ask around, we may just find a dragon who has stories of this Alaconte at the very least. There would be a chance to make new friends among the clouds. And we can start with our present company. I'm eager to hear of your life here. Me? Why, I would be delighted here. I have seen scaly more summers than me, with many tales of wingless ones at build and thinker, far from the primitive brutes I believe they were. The stories told about innocent and adventurous people. Well, I thought the stories were fanciful, and now I see that if anything, they weren't fanciful enough. Perhaps I too shall journey down before the clouds, live among mankind for a time, try my claws in this crafting of yours. You'll be more than welcome. Indeed. It's what we have set to accomplish our onset, to bring man, dragon, and one step closer. I believe we are well on our way. To do my part, spreading the word far and wide. Surely, I'm not the only dragon interested in following L2's path. There we go. I suppose we should return to haste and tell Lord Francis I'll expect more visitors from Ishgard. Even one so level-headed as he may be caught off guard by the sudden influx of but L2's handling and providing much resources than I care for. Of course, Kaiser deserves his share of the credit as well. Whereas Tutelage was not have grown, I swear, in doing so, I can compel to come to mingle with the men and women of Ishgard. Lord Francis was when we informed him of what we had planned, and he gave his word to ensure that none of the less savory elements of the city would bring harm to the new visitors. Even now, he is working to inform his authority in Ishgard to welcome my brothers and sisters. Before long, the sight of wings in the sky will fill the heart of men, not with dread, but with elation. The strength of these two never fail to impress. We might do well to learn from them. I will ask if it will not come to the train mist. The ideas of befriending other heroes may have remained naught but an idle fantasy of the other dragons, but thanks to his affable nature, the first spark of curiosity has been struck in the head. You're too kind to I can't wait to see this place alive with the sounds of dragon men of faith. And with one endeavor I have reached a satisfactory conclusion. I believe it may be time to bring another. My time spent at Elta has provided me with more than enough notes to bring my chronicles. I must first compile and arrange them. And you best bring sooner than later. Once you finish, bring it to the manufacturer and I'll see about producing some illustrations to give your book a little flair. It's not a marvelous idea. You can come-fill the book with pictures so that every dragon who cannot read your letters can understand. Now with harmonious songs such songs that will give the song in unison. In fact, I believe I may have an ode to unity. Man and dragon shall come to deeper understanding, and I hope to appreciate of the others by reading it. Not bad, lad. Then it sounds to me that when quite a lot of work ahead of us, I rather. Too much. I cannot think of an area of more ambitious work. This book may prove to be very foundation for lasting long peace. For my part, I shall continue my deliveries to churning mist that may, brothers and sisters, there might be enticed to joining their brethren here. But new quest available from Haldeling. Here you are. I've been thinking about if we can repay your help. After much deliberation, we decided to ask Erba to help us craft a bespoke item. Right, when we last spoke, he said the project would be completion. I do like you liked it. Okay, I see. So there, here you go. That's consistent horn blowing on it. The little dread will fly at your side or wherever you may be. Although I cannot call it anymore, it's natural. It goes well. You have to show every corner of the civilization. I see why. Paint her kin, a full picture of her kind. While I agree to help you too, I have no inkling I will make a contribution large myself. However, it comes to effort in the I must say I'm honored to play a small part in things. Well, my purple cabinet is full. God, my ear is like hurting. on. This is patient. Let's go soon. My god, my earring is like my ear's gonna break. Yum, yum, scrumptious, delicious. It took me a while to find myself. Are you feeling enjoying yourself? I mean, I never thought I'd be so pleasant and affirming. Thank you. I dare say, even says we owe it to you for conceiving it and providing. We're glad to see your patients themselves, long as many of them must have to see. With little addition comfort we can provide goes a long way as an unexpected. You help with the preparation as well, did you not? Thank you, Rona 10. You're a good heart. Well, I scarcely did anything. Pet. It serves to break down the barriers of which my nephew had clung. Yeah, Shaman has a different sort of favorite after you. Not only did you have begun to warm to the Irish garden, I could have asked for a better outcome. But going into this attendant loss of heals on a regular basis, meaning we will continue to require rational supplies. I hope you will keep obliging us, Kaiser. You really like working here, don't you? In the truth, but still, I have not expected to enjoy myself. I never would have known this were not for you. As a matter of home laid to rest, I may continue doing my part here with an easy heart. I must trust that you will continue to be on my side, merely as a fellow aide and mentor both. You can count on me on it. It's great fun working together. I have learned so much from you. We need indebted to you more than ever. Kenan will express. You have done all of us a service, a great service, and I pray that you will continue to lend us. Speaking of which, there is one other favor I mean to ask of you. So I've been disguising myself with this way. That must intend. I have failed to fool a single person. As such, I said I shall shed with disguise and strive to express a manner that both endearing myself to citizens and patients both. Whenever you are having one, I will greatly appreciate your inspired outfits. Thank you so much for helping us, Kaiser. With your kind assistance, we'll be able to entrust you with the task of greater importance. We hope we can continue to depend on you. I'll be the end of me, pretty much. You should want every most infirmary at a better place. Thanks. Close by, it's better to be a man who serves others. I shall learn from one too. You've shown who teaches me things, but sometimes our patience teaches me as well. There's a lot of fight learning from everyone. Oh damn. You know what? I don't have useless iFed, but maybe you do. Yeah. Encounter two and verb use underneath and envelop the hair forward and see extra limbs. Let's enjoy some music. Yeah, Dancing Mad 4, baby. Oh my god, the fact that I finally got this stupid card, it took over a year to get this card, because the drop rate would not happen. Genius is a prototype bomb developed by the global method. Creating a bomb with size is a heat bubble for an explosion. However, the expansion in potency appears to be worth risking a robot fire death. Now this one might be annoying. Yeah, this one won't drop either. I'm actually try to start farming like. That's what I'm trying to farm. Oh, it's not accent. Where did I pull the trip in? I'm getting close to like the level 70 dungeon. I have to probably do. give me one of your cards. It was sorely missed. Will be sorely missed. Though it was a grandfather which brought the earth. I would have become would never become a sign if it wasn't for her. Indeed, there will be no silence in 2 words, but I'll be the source worse for our absence. Ataru and the others will have no doubt be heartbroken to hear news of her passing, until such a time as we can return to them. However, we must keep our heads high. Though we had lost one son, we had gained another after all. Standing by Ryan and Ophelia. I'm sure it means a lot to her to seeing you one last time. But that could be been there to hear the words were exchanged between them. When all is over, perhaps I'll ask. Ryan's face has changed. It has taken on face a golden hue. Curious. Do you have any idea how worried we were when word had reached us that Ranjit was alive and headed for the hills of Amber? Oh, I cannot wait for this to be over, so we'll all go home, assuming we even can. Alright, let's see. Honestly, I don't know how to pay you all you've done. I promise to do whatever I can to help. Assuming you're up to be fighting so soon, I can imagine the power of Oracle is something one learns to wield in a space of a few hours. Maybe not, but the pressure of the Lights Warden is unmistakable to me now. In fact, I sense one here in Amarang, to the west. I think it might be hiding on the ground. Then it is as we suspected. We thought it's prudent to take a brief survey of the area prior to your arrival. To the west we found the remains of a site known as Malikah Well. If I recall correctly, the well was built in remembrance of one of the ancient kings of Nabat Arang to serve as a source of respite for the desert heat felt into disuse after the flood, whereupon the miners of Amarang thought to turn part of it into an excavation pit. Judging by its size, the underground waterways are no doubt extensive, the perfect hiding place for a warden. Ryan, are you certain you can check it down? Leave it to me. And so, we make for Malikah Well. That's an attack. Oh, I'm very throwing. The wall should have been bare. A great burden upon countless years of neglect. We speak the surprising skills of the architect. I don't expect to see Talos wandering about, much less on their accord. How long must have been since their creator's bones turned to dust? The warden is down there, I can feel it. Marvel ingenuity, is it not? Although I can't see it as you do, it's no less awe-inspiring. Something about this doesn't feel right. It's here, I can taste its ether on the wind. Then we finally found our mark. Let's put an end to this, Kaiser, and return the night skies to Amarang. The Magnus word untie an ultimate accent. While I waited for the return to the audience of the Oracle, he has since reclaimed his Talos and trolley bolt and begin repairs anon. But blessing, the damage was superficial. Lone heart unmarred by Ranjit's onslaught. No need to worry about me. Ranjit, you sure were quite thorough in their administration. I pity their magics did nothing for my clothes. At any rate, we cannot well stop now. Not after all Ryan and Ophelia have given us this far. The woman present feels somehow. Now I think about it, reminds me of. It makes no sense. Sorry, I'm just imagining things. That's not ominous at all. Our battle with the warden of Holland Switch was an eye-opening experience, to say the least. Unless and I have trained tirelessly that we might be better prepared for our next encounter. From Ophelia, I have countless souls who struggle to carry on their legacy. We must end this. Supposed to hear Ranji survived the fall, though I suppose I did the same. More surprising is how he so readily saw through our diversion. The foe possessed of such a cunning would be sufficient to cause concern in itself. But one capable of besting danger in combat too, we would do well not to underestimate him when next we see him. Can't help thinking about all the children at the inn abandoned to wait for their inevitable. So long as the light holds sway there's no hope for them. But if we defeat the warden and we restore the night, maybe they still could be saved.
Here we go!
My turn. My turn.
Okay, I'm picking. Well, since it's Ryan's.
Here we go!
And then I'm also picking.
Let's give it our all!
Yeah, I gotta get those extra reses. Let's go. Alright. Right. Hey.
Prepare yourself!
Just right hands on.
Yourself!
You underestimate me!
I think it's a good tank fight. this even heal? Yeah, my ass is healed. Like, I mean. Like shield thing. It's saying that there's like going deeper into them.
Prepare yourself!
Fine.
Take this!
see, I'm really... Oh, bandage, nice. I think we're both.
I'll show you.
Just self-destruct, doesn't it?
I'll show you.
Tough terror. Tough them. They think it's fine. They're gonna tank. Oh, there's a good downward. Oh, there's three. Ah, I just got me. Compare Marina and
I'll show you.
It isn't what I expected to see it.
Keep your guard up!
You gotta understand Alphina's version of water. Yeah, that was a wet fight. Guys actually avoided that.
You underestimate me!
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, good. Oh, there's something with light. He's gonna kill him before he... Okay, why is he aggroing now? Alright, that's where it is. Wow, there was an angel. Alright. Where is it? Alright, end it. Easy win. Now the sky is mine. Oh, okay, oh, okay. It hurts. It hurts. The pain hurts. Ryan was correct. Thank goodness we succeeded then. Passing strange. Are you all injured? I'm fine, I'm fine. A little bit of bleeding. Relax. We can back to darkness. Alright. Well, you're gonna be surprised.
Don't get me wrong, I'm glad those travellers made it all the way to Nabatha Reng. But when Urianger told me the Talos was in pieces, and the trolley didn't look much better, I couldn't help wondering what in the hell's had gone on.
What indeed?
At least the heart is in one piece. The rest is replaceable. Looking at this mess, though, it's a miracle they survived.
You can say that again. What the? Are you seeing this?
The sky, it's...
Well, let there be darkness. Okay, you back to normal.
At last, night has returned to Amareng. We'll save this broken world yet, Tesleen. You see if we don't.
Oh, we have business.
No doubt retreating in the wake of the Warden's demise.
Back to Calusia, the last refuge of light.
Home to our dear Lord Vorthry, who will no doubt do everything in his power to thwart us.
As well he should, for defeat there would spell the end for both him and his heavenly host. There the fate of this star shall be decided.
My dominion over this world we had fast to hand. Well, I can see the look of manifest when a nice guy turn. They must be so happy. But what is it about you? You feel different at all? Perhaps their administrations were not thorough as I thought, or perhaps I was touched. Once more shall the nice equal dominion over the firmament. Yet our travels are far from over. On the moment of MS Sulks, he usually chooses to descend upon us. Whatever will we do without his rain, praise, and backhanded compliments? We did it. I only wish we were timed to visit the inn. We will hope we return the light to Granite residence. A thought of the world beyond changing, but today we provide them with wrong. Your fix in this broken land. Kaiser together. Oh, I can fly! Oh, I can fly! One day we forget to put Agnes. It brought me tears to my eye. It wasn't alone. A reminder you gave her life and trying to tell us back to our room. Many of us, myself included. Even without Delmas and works, we find a way. Of course, there's a lot of mortality part of it. Equal to the same individual. Perhaps we can lend it as a hand, not to face with these cold souls. We should be able to open one and take out the map. And grateful you bring it to us. Oh, you found these. There's no sign of wear and tear. I can't wait to show the others. Of course, there's a long way we've built our very own, but we should be able to normalize and help maintain. Kaiser. Upgrade Katan and to Roku Miyatsu and look at Katan. Before, but part of my film was later. That's the things here we use around here. There's a chance we might be able to put these remnants in use. Just looking to hold around the Malikah others. I forgot which is pulled from the underground to keep the desert heat. Years later, with the refining these more washing process, let's say, as you can tell, it's been failed and repaired for years. And we'd be fools if we wasted away. I'm looking for into the old machinery working again. Some of it is a bit tricky to get to, so I couldn't do with a hand. A fancy learning a few gil. I need you to inspect the carrier workers carefully for drawing up water. I like you so they can be used if they're rusted to both. Will not be safe for me for this time. Oh, who? Criminals? They ignore more on and stream us all. We must never find this real quick. We must never take the crystals from the wall, for we believe that we can turn us people into sinners. Every piece that fall off are forbidden. Those swindlers collect them all, sell them, and of course they do not tell their customers where the expert went. But I know their secret. This is why to bring them to justice and bring the code selling it. I never tracked them this far, but they'll be soon mine. The two may be catched by myself there to risk failure. Stranger will lend me her aid. I will circle around from the west of the place while you approach from the east, like the jaws of Zonor snapping shut. Take them alive if possible, but if they resist, show them no mercy. They will get you from them when it's here's how much. Of course, I'm on the wrong side. I'm in the wrong side of history. Alright. replacement. It seems to be in good condition. You see too much kill him. I take your blood, the ones I all refuse to come quietly. Well, what's done is done. Well, they deserve for spitting on a code. But a wall of crystal sinew is not for me. Without rules, without law, is no better. Excuse me before we part ways. Here's your reward. Mission wicked. Dark Knight. Oh wow, I literally got the freaking, good pull, I actually got the thing. My shipment too much to have to work around it. But it's sure good news for the folks at Twine. I'm sure they'll send few laborers to help with the repairs. Getting Malikah's well producing water again will be a good start, but well need to Talos up and running to any chance of reviving the mining. We'll take the best to take one step at a time though, and you told me there was one step award. Your promise. Hand. So I was meant to allow me we could visit a grave together. I have such a lot to tell her. After you defeated the light one, I could swear I saw its ether. Never mind, I'm still getting used to my powers, nothing. It's relieved that I was right about when the one was hiding. Last one is hiding clues, isn't it? I can feel it from here, believe it or not. Perhaps we should head back to Christian first. We have a lot to tell the Exarch, and I think we could all do for some rest. You see the two then. My boy remained believed to have arisen from the corrupted essence of the sprite or fairy. The entity of name is familiar of love. Needed for the Malikah, legend has the stories based upon memories infused with the domain. On a queen relation for his departed king. Alright, let's see. Jesus, you're not giving up that card. I'll get it from you. Don't worry about that. And you speak with the urgent. The others are with the extract, but before we join them, something I wish to confirm. Tell me, Ryan, have you noticed something in particular about Kaiser's appearance of late? Anything at all? Speak freely, we won't mind. Doesn't make me feel bequeathed her power to me. I've been able to see the light inside of him, though I didn't think anything of it at first, but after we defeated the warden in Marina, I realized something was wrong. You absorbed its ether, Kaiser, and the light within you has grown monstrous. As I expected. How are you feeling? Ah! Okay, I felt it. Pain. Kaiser! No, it's just like my ear. It's done. It'll only get worse. Fine. With the power of the Oracle, you have gained some measures of control of the light. Have you not? Is there anything you can do for him? Even at her strongest, I feel like I couldn't hold back the light. I might be able to suppress it, but I don't know for how long. Then we have no choice but to rely on Uranj and his secrets. Can I vomit it somewhere? If the next battle is to be the last, you may be able to you may yet to be able to play your part, but you will need all your strength. I will discuss a strategy and with it, and often others, and see that everything is made ready for departure. You are returned to chambers and rest until then. Good. That's not good. Ah, none of that cheek. I'll take it across my knee. Now off you go with the pendant, and we'll call for you when the time comes. Arthur, get out of my room!
Sometimes the dead would rather not be disturbed. But enough about me. What of Armorang?
I got rid of its light warden.
see. Minfilia's gone then. Which means the reason I must suffer this purgatory shall forever remain a mystery.
Ah, damn it! Ah, stop! Ow! I'm bleeding! Okay. Ow! What happened? Okay, help! Help!
What's the matter? Are you alright?
What just happened?
Not much happened. I think I hurt you. There was something you could have said to me. Wait, can I give you my lighter?
Minfilia said my time had not yet come. That I still had a role to play. Not even the most valiant heroes can stand alone. No, it couldn't be. There's only one hero in this room, and it is not me. I'm just a shadow, cursed to wander.
Hello? Oh.
Forgive the intrusion, but Minfilia, that is, Reen, and the others were asking after you. Is everything all right? That pain again. And did it pass? Thank goodness for that. I would not wish to see you suffer. Though I know only too well how much you have suffered on our behalf in recent days. Indeed, I have no right to impose upon you further. Nevertheless, I must ask one thing of you. That you survive this, no matter what. When the dust settles, you must return to your world, for the battles to come and the wars yet unwon. The final Light Warden is all that stands between us and victory. There is still much we must do to prepare, but for now, I will see if there is aught that may remedy the strange affliction which plagues you.
I literally have like 4 life wardens inside me, yeah.
Yes, I believe it will. Once the tyranny of light is ended, the people of the Crystarium will be safe, and the future that must be shall come to pass. I'll not keep you from your rest any longer. Take as much time as you like.
Echo it. now. No, this isn't right. It would need to be later, after the liberation of Malikah, perhaps. Please tell me you're finished. We have to go. They'll be upon us any moment. Very well. What to next then? Let us worry about getting out of the city. I'm afraid the airship is still in one piece. Anywhere we go from here will just be more just the same. Good. By the sound of last one, I recognize 12 might be Knight's rubble now. Is there nothing else we can do? Look around you. This isn't war. This is sickness. It spreads to every corner of it. The cities are in disarray. By all counts of the far east faring no better. There will be nothing left of us when this is over. This world is beyond saving. I never tired of that story. When the hero swoops the Astrid, a white dragon, to save that little girl. I could die happy knowing someone like that was still around. Not today. Well, not while our message remains undelivered. Have faith, my friend. We will find him. Alright. With that being said, thank you for watching. If you like me something I do all the time. With that being said, this has been Kenan of Kaiser. Let's get on. I'm just that good. See you in the next video. I'll be the same.